how did I arrive at the idea of starting this podcast series? There's a lot of folks out there right now that are doing things like this. But I think the thing that really motivated me to do this, and I watch a lot of these podcasts. I participate in a lot of webinars. I hold a lot of webinars. But this is kind of unique, right? Because this is something that's happening in real time, and you're recording this. You're talking about a variety of different things. It was interesting too because I think a lot of people. I spent so much time just thinking about, should I do something like this? I didn't even know what was involved. So, of course, for me, I had to do a bunch of research to figure it out. But the primary reason that I started this is because, like many other people that start these podcasts, I kind of felt that this particular segment, this space within the 911 community, is really something that needs to be cultivated a little bit. When I talk about that, the whole premise behind Your 911 Future, which is what the name of this channel is to encourage folks that are new to the 911 profession, or maybe they're veterans in the profession and maybe they haven't made any decisions one way or the other about moving up or looking at other opportunities within the profession. I want to be a resource for folks like yourself that are considering either a career for the first time, or maybe you're in it, you love it, and you want to know, how do I get to the next step? So that's really what this channel is going to be about. Some of the things that we're going to be doing on here, and again, I felt compelled to kind of share some of my background story with you as I'm kind of setting the groundwork for this. But we're gonna do a variety of things on here. We're going to be talking about the process to get into 911, what's involved in that. And I recognize, of course, as you go across the country, there's different ways that you can get into it. The different roles that you can get into. I mean, some agencies exclusively hire folks to answer phones, to answer 911 calls. Others hire folks strictly to be on dispatch, talking to police, fire, and EMS, and sending out events. Some do both. But I think because the 911 space in and of itself is, for many, it's hidden to the public, right? We see law enforcement and fire and EMS folks out all the time doing their thing, but 911's kind of hidden in the background. People don't know a lot about it, especially those coming in. I remember when I started in the profession in the early 2000s, a lot of us came into the profession with public safety background, fire, EMS, whatever it happens to be. And I think what you're seeing now with a lot of the folks that are joining the profession is they're coming from all walks of life. And the days of those folks having a public safety background are essentially over. I mean, there may be a few odd cases where people are like, hey, you know what? Similar to what my situation was. I'm in a volunteer fire department, or I work for an ambulance. Now I want to do the 911 thing. But by and large, a lot of the people that are joining the profession now don't have that background. They don't have a lot of that baseline knowledge. So I want to help kind of create that conduit for information, right? I want to do it in such a way that I can leverage my experience and, frankly, the experience of others. A big part of what we're going to do on this podcast series, I mean, I might do some monologues like this, but I think a big part of what I'm going to do is also going to involve bringing in players from around the space. I'm going to bring in professionals from the 911 community from all different walks of life, right? I want to bring in some of our frontline folks, our 911 call takers, our dispatchers, communications training officers, training coordinators, those folks, and then some supervisors, some directors, those kind of things. Talk about a variety of topics, but we'll have interviews. We'll have the ability for you to hear from some of these folks that have been doing this for a while. I want to talk a lot about education too. Professional credentials, certifications, those kind of things. A lot of folks hear about them and they're like, well, where's the benefit? So I think I need to do a good job of explaining those to you as well. I look forward not just to where this goes. And again, I would tell any of you that are thinking about starting something like this on your own, which there's so much content out there right now. But I would challenge any of you looking to do something like this on your own, just to go ahead and do it. I can't tell you how long I prepared. I won't even say prepared. How long did I think about doing this before I finally pulled the trigger? Like this morning, as I'm recording this, I don't have a script. This is just me talking to you. This is just all off the cuff. So that's really, I think that's what I'm going to do with the rest of this. It's just going to be very casual, and we'll kind of see where it goes. I'm absolutely comfortable going out to conferences and speaking to folks. Some of you might have sat in on some of my sessions, and I'll continue to do that. But I felt that this forum was important because I wanted to reach out to you on a more personal level. And when I'm in these larger sessions where we've got 30, 40, 50 people in the room, a lot of times many times I'll encourage people to reach out and say something, or, hey, if you have a question, yeah, just say it. But there's a lot of people that aren't comfortable. Maybe you're one of those people. Maybe you're one of the ones that are like, look, I don't want to ask my questions in a public forum. That's great. You can reach out to me anytime. I'll have my contact information available to you, so you can reach out to me anytime. But again, this forum is about building up the 911 professionals that are in the centers today, the ones that have just joined, the ones that are veterans, and the ones that are going to be coming out in the future. Speaking of future, we're going to be talking a lot about what the future of this profession and what this industry looks like, right? I talked to you a little bit earlier about my love for technology, my passion for technology, not just public safety, but technology as well. So a big part of the space that I'm in right now is technology driven. So we're going to spend a lot of time talking about technology. So sorry, I've been all over the map today, but the reason that it's important for me to convey all this to you is I want to kind of lay the groundwork for what this podcast series is really all about. But at the end of the day, Your911 Future, the name of the channel, that's what it's really all about. It's about helping you develop your skills, helping you be more aware of what's going on within the profession. Maybe it's linking you up with agencies that are looking for folks to come out and work for them as well. I mean, I know a lot of people in this business. I've been doing it for a little while. Maybe I can help be that conduit for you as well. But let's see where it goes. I don't know. Like I said, this is all just off the cuff this morning. I'm sitting here looking at a camera as if I'm looking at your face, which by the way is a challenge because normally we're used to looking at ourselves on the screen and not looking at the camera. So this has been a challenge today. I'm not going to lie to you, but I'm excited to see where this goes. I don't particularly know what's going to happen. Maybe I'll look back on this 10 or 15 years from now and say this is where it's all started, or maybe I'll do one or two of these and that'll be it. I don't know, but let's see what happens with it. Anyways, I'm excited to have all of you be a part of this. I'm excited that you've chosen to stop by my channel and take a look at what I'm working on. I hope that I'm able to make it interesting and compelling enough for you to come back, maybe share it with colleagues or friends, whatever it happens to be. But I do want to make effective use of your time and mine. And the only way to really do that is to make sure that the messaging that I'm conveying is beneficial to you. So that's what I'm working on. So I'm excited. I look forward to doing the next session with you guys and kind of seeing where things go. So until next time, this is all about your 911 future. And I'm glad you stopped by.